Zavan's angle. I'm excited. You know now, anytime we're in season finale, I'm always pumped. It's season 2 finale. Hey! Oh my god. We started this journey when? And then we're already done with like season 2. Season 2 means we have 8 episodes of actually like real talk. Apart from the milestones we've also posted, like we did 2 in one of our episodes, which if you've not watched it, go and watch Tinder Travesty. So it's exciting to see that we actually dealt with like 9 stories on Real Talk. Season 1 we dealt with 8 stories, but now we dealt with 9. So in total, we've actually talked about like 17 stories. So if you have not seen your own story there, like if you've not seen something you could say, oh, why I can't be with social person, why I can't drop my steez, why I can't let anybody treat me in a funny way in any of these stories, don't worry, we have more stories coming up in season 3. Hey, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Hello, guys. Welcome to Zava's Angle. I'm your host, Zava. We're going to have an amazing time this episode. I hope you've been having an amazing time in the year so far, because I have, even if like I know there are some disappointments and all of that, which I've also faced, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to be all right. Okay. It's going to be a good year. It's the big five. It's a big five, 2025. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, Zava's Angle. You can go to my Instagram as well and follow me on my Instagram page so you could see maybe some updates. You could talk to me, send me your stories. So let's get into today's story. I'm titling it Bad Expatriates. The last episode, I titled The Unseen Ring, but I didn't even say it like when I was talking. Why is an expatriate bad? Are you not supposed to come to our country and do good for us? Let me spoil it for you guys. It's not a white guy, so calm down. I say bad expatriates. You're probably Nigerian and probably schooled abroad and stayed there. Maybe you got your citizenship and you come back as an American citizen back to Nigeria. You are also considered an expatriate in the industry. This is the last episode in the married series, so obviously you know what's coming. She met this person online on a dating site. First things first, how do married people like get on dating sites? Why are you on a dating site? I thought that's for like the singles, so why is a married guy on this dating site? It's weird and it's funny to me. But anyway, she met this person on a dating site, a stupid dating site, and that I'm going to call it out because I'm not going to call the name of the site. It's not what I used in the last one. It's a different site. I had to Google it because, like, what's that? It sounded so rad, so I had to Google it. I think the hint of the name of the dating site is actually in the name of the title. I think married people, I support showing your partner your phones. I think that's where we could control this whole thing of someone being married on one funny site. Anyway, so she met this guy on a dating site. They got talking. His picture was there, some abroad pictures, vibes. She's like, oh, okay, this person probably lived abroad and now he's in my city. And getting to know each other. After some time, they decided they were ready to like meet each other. So he was not feeling fine when they were supposed to hang out, and he told her, oh, you can come and see me, I'm really sick. And red alert. When he tells you he's not feeling fine, wait, he's feeling fine to hang out, okay? He's an expatriate, so the company paid for where he's staying, so it's not a private place. And he works at an oil company, so it's a popular place where she knows that this organization, this is where they put their people. It's like an apartment hotel vibe. She felt it was safe to like go there to see him. There's also safety of, do I think I want to be with this person on the first day? That kind of vibe. Like, also think about that. Am I ready to actually like do something with this person on this first day? Because we are talking about a dating site where you gotta meet someone for like reasons of dating. She gets to this place, nice, cool, beautiful. She goes to his room. He's like on the 10th floor. Glass door facing the balcony is open. No mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can't reach here. Hey, so there's that kind of life. They brought food for both of them to eat. The whole table, there was like cakes, there was like fruits, everything. Like the whole table, there was like no space. So everything was chill. She was having fun on a thingy. They talk more and all of that. He's married. She has realized he's married. She doesn't care. She's like, I beg, whatever. I know Sana make a good day dating sites. He's an expatriate. He will have money, dollars to give me. Obviously, I was not feeling fine. They were not about to do anything funny, disco love vibes. They were not about to do any of those things. She said even to enter the premises, you have to bring your passports, like your international passport to enter. Like that is how serious that place was. After dinner, she left. Apparently, this was his first year in the country, so they gave him that place to stay. Now he gets his own place to stay, and to be honest, this story is a legal story. So she stayed on the island, and he got a place in the mainland, and his friend also stayed with him, which is another guy. At that point, they are close. I understand that in life, if at all, this is not even a case of you want to get married to this person, but if at all you want to get married, eventually the person that you want to get married to, you have to go to this person's place, right? So it's not like you would not end up going to someone's house. You would always end up going to like this person's house eventually. So I just pray that God keeps like people safe in this world. She goes to his place and everything, and they do whatever they want to do. All this while, these dollars and everything that she's like, she gets to get big money. Nothing. This guy is stingy as. The guy was very stingy to her. He wasn't giving her money. He was giving her transport. In her mind, she's like, okay, he just paid for my transport. He doesn't want to give me money. Maybe I don't want to ask. Maybe if I have something serious, eventually I might ask him. So let me just calm down. He had a friend stay with him, like I said. That one was stingier. When they go out, he never wants to pay. So this her own man was always complaining like, this my friend, he doesn't like to pay for anything. I even like spoke to him like, sometimes bring out money and pay, and he will order, they will order, and when it's time to pay, he looks away. Like he should shake body. Like they got to the point where they even spoke about his marriage, how him and his wife, they are actually like, they've not seen each other for like 10 years. She's staying in America, he came from the UK. That's where he was on expatriate. So you've not seen your children in 10 years. He said he speaks to them through WhatsApp, video calls. They know him, but him and his wife, they're not okay. Normally, when he's talking to his children and all this, and she's around, she just keep quiet, keep calm, listening. She's like, oh, why don't you always talk to your wife? Say, oh, if I want to talk to her, she doesn't want to talk to me. We don't talk. We don't have any form of communication. Eventually, he's like, okay, let me show you. Like, let me try and talk to her in front of you. So he tries to like talk to her. Like, obviously, the wife doesn't know that the girl is there. And then the next is like, oh, why do you talk to me? Talk to your children. Leave me alone. Just send the money that you want to send. Give it to them. That's all. I beg, leave me alone. Just like she was just screaming at him on the phone. Kind of understands me and this guy. We have something. Even if he probably with other girls as well, I don't feel so guilty because what kind of relationship is this? Another thing is, it's not easy to have a relationship that people are different parts of the world, all in the name of giving your children the better life. Millennial, Gen Z generation, they kind of like travel together most times now. But I think the generation before that, they always live like the husband is in Nigeria, wife, the wife and children, they are abroad, and he's working here and sending money to them. So that's like the kind of lifestyle I noticed like among like the older generation. So in that kind of case, obviously there will be cases of I have a question though. That 10 years now that she has also been there, has she been like faithful as well? It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. Like at least every year you should go and like visit. And then his friend was now asking the girl out behind the back of like her guy, like asking her for like relationship. This same friend was also working with him in the same organization, but like just a regular staff. And then there was a time when they wanted to fire this other friend, but he was like, oh, I have to work with him. He's someone that I have to work with. So that's how they like he managed to keep him in the organization when they were trying to downsize. For you to even like go for his own girl, she's just like his body at this point because there's no like defined thing. You can't define a relationship with a married man. I've always been saying this. You can't define it. So there was no defining anything, but like she's like the core. She's waiting. The body, the core, anything I call her. You're wasting your time, sis. She's not asking for much. Now, where the insult comes is when after the whole friend did that thing and she refused to do anything with this his friend. So with time, they dated for a while that house expired and then he moved to the island because his office is obviously on the island where the first place they met was on the island. So he's like, he felt that place was cheaper, but then what does it mean? Like, why enter that traffic because of what? So he moves to the island the next year, very close to her. Now, imagine being in something with someone from when he did not have the house he was in, from where he was. So this is like something going to 3 years. Every time he's just giving you transport for all these years, and then you're just like, I'm just with him. I like him. We are friends. I just want to be there for him. I just want to like talk to him. Be there for him. How? I don't understand. I'm not fighting anybody in this episode. It's annoying. How do you mean you want to be there for him? Why must you be just sacrifice yourself doing anything with him? Oh, he's my friend. I'm just gonna we're just doing something together. It's nothing too serious. So you do you have your own relationship? She's like, oh, she was having some kind of like relationships, but they were not working out. How would it work out? How would it work out when you have some kind of silent loyalty for someone who is not even. She's like always coming to the house. They hang out like few times once in a while. Probably when they go out, they eat and stuff. When he goes to some places, he'll probably not invite her. She gets also like, oh, why didn't you invite me? Like, not loyal to you, guy. One faithful day in this whole relationship thing that they were doing, it was like a Christmas Eve. They went out, live band was chilled, everything. Now they got out of where they were to go to like back to his place. You know how all these styles like, hey guy, alpha, hey our boss, like all this kind of greetings. And he's like, oh, do you have change to give them? I don't have change. She's like, okay, fine. She gives them like money and stuff. And he tells her, add it to your bill. Obviously, insults will come. Nah, insults will come. Working class girl. She might not be the richest person in the world, but like she's a very, I know her, so I know she's a very content person. For you to be with someone all these years and she's just like being with you, she even told me that he snores very bad when she sleeps over and stuff. So she hardly wants to like sleep over and stuff. And then you go ahead to tell her, oh, add it to your bill. Add it to your a bill of what? How much? I didn't know the amount for that one, but there's one amount she told me. So I'm guessing like it's around that range. So we'll get to that amount very soon. Now she goes back to his house with him and everything. They do their funny business. She was already like upset. She's like, I'm not even protecting myself with this person over the years because it's been a very long time we're together. Ah, God, what's wrong with you people? Eh? That's one person will be pregnant and another person will have children abroad. That's it all. The whole thing, this whole episode is very crazy. I picked this story out because all the stories I've given so far on the marriage series, they're not so deliberate, but this is a deliberate action. So I wanted to give this story. Now they get to his house stuff, do what they went to do. She leaves the next day as usual. Now comes one day where she now needed that help. She lost her house keys and she needed somewhere to stay because they had to break the door and she could not stay in her house like the way it was. So she calls in like, oh, where are you? Can I come and see you stuff? I had to break my door. He's like, oh, he's out. It's not possible for her to like come over and stuff. Obviously, he's probably with another girl at that point, and you could not sacrifice like just one day. Like, that is the only thing she ever asked him for, and he could not just be there for her. When I now need him, he's not here for me at all, and I've always been there, even when maybe he's not calling his children. He's like, oh, call them like you're there, cause like the time difference. He has called them like 12 midnight ish when they come back from school, like that kind of like vibes, and then she has to like wait. Like this story, I'm not even giving you like everything that she's giving me. I'm just giving you like the points that like stood out for me. She gave me like a lot of gist. But like it's weird and funny. Now comes the last straw. Like I've given you the first one, the second one, the whole tout thing, and then this one he could not be there for her. This third one like broke everything for her when she comes to his house again and then he sent her money like, oh, transfer, like, okay, take like money. And then the money enters twice and she's like, oh, you sent me money twice, that's nice, so thank you. And then guess how much that money was? It was 10,000 naira he sent to her twice. And he's like, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, why would I send you money twice? Yeah. Decided to like just leave him. So when he called and stuff, she was always telling like, "Well, I'm busy," and she never really confronted him or told him like, "I didn't like what you did," and all of those things. She's like, "What's the need of confronting him? Like, to what end?" I'd always been planning to move to Canada to also get a Canadian citizenship or whatever. So he went ahead to pursue that. So he left the country and he was messaging her like once in a while and telling her that, oh, he's so lonely here, you cannot approach women here so that somebody will not come and say that he did an offense that he didn't commit and he didn't want to get in trouble. He just wants to get citizenship in peace. So she should funny video calls. You know what I mean? She didn't agree and they stopped contacting each other, and that was the end of it. He was just her urgent 2K guy at that point. So that was the end of their relationship. So guys, that's the end of this season. I'm so happy I ended it with this particular topic on the married series, and we're done with this, and I hope you could learn something from this. There is no, you're not getting anything from this married man. It's understandable, like your single boyfriend will not want to pay you every time you do something with him, and eventually, like, maybe you might find common ground, you like each other, and there's a future there. But this one, she was just wasting her time because you're not getting money, you're not getting anything like materialistic. You're getting what the goody two, like, even if you don't like physical action, physical love over and over, you can get to a point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then you become celibate. Now what will happen next is that you'll be like, I don't know, no, this person can't touch me. Like, after I waited this long, this person can't touch me, like just a random person or this married guy. Like, I don't understand, like, why would he be the one to come and touch me? Do you understand? So you can get to that point in life if you decide, like, oh, I'm not doing this. I want to keep myself. I just want to keep myself neat and all those kinds of, because this is just messy. Anyways, that's all for this season. That's all for Real Talk special edition season where we only had Real Talk in this season, and you already know that. So this is the end of that. So I was thinking of, the way we had in season one, where we had topic of the day, then we had real talk, then we had the Nigeria trends. I just want to bring in either the topic of the day or the Nigeria trends. I don't want to bring in everything together for season three. So what do you think? Should we just continue just doing only real talk for now? Or we should bring back one of them, and which of them should we bring back? So tell me in the comment section. I have a lot of love for you guys. So thank you so much for making season two possible, for the motivation. If we didn't have views at all, we won't even continue. So thank you so much. This is me saying I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm also happy to come to the end of January and entering the month of love. So I'm gonna give you people more love. Okay. So have a blessed week. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Just take a pause now and just click subscribe, please. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.